Okay, everything looks good. So hi, I've moved the camera around, I've moved a few things around, and just going to see how this stream goes here. Grand Prix Legends, released in 1998. It's, I'd say it's maybe the third racing simulation that I ever raced online with. No, maybe fourth. Um, but played a fairly huge role in my life. I liked Grand Prix Legends so much that I started to blog my race results when I was in online leagues, which with Grand Prix Legends I was in 11 leagues at one point. And yeah, I mean, it was my life for a while. Um, so yeah, I started to blog my race results, post screenshots, say a little bit about what I'd done in these races or what mistakes I'd made, just basically talking about that kind of stuff. And you know, it just basically led to a website where I started to post sim racing news, and that led to that was called Legends Central, and then I that changed into Race Sim Central, which is actually where I got hired to work with the people that had developed Grand Prix Legends. So yeah, when I say it played a huge role in my life, it really really did. Um, and that led me to work where I do now. It basically led me to meet my wife, everything like that. So yeah, big deal. Okay, so before I switch away from my streaming machine, I just want to give you a quick look at something. Now, on racing sims that I can use three screens, I will probably use an angle similar to this with the mic out of the way. But for Grand Prix Legends, I'm just using the central screen, which I can't actually get it to work with triples. So I'm not going to be using this today, or a variation of it today. While I have you though, I should show you that I actually use a cheap pair of karting gloves to basically just keep the grime of skin and sweat and everything off the steering wheel. So yeah, my gaming PC has actually gone to sleep. So I'm not sure how well things are going to work with the audio. I have it balanced okay, I think. But you may hear a lot of kind of steering wheel movement like this. So maybe that will be annoying, maybe it won't. But I'll watch back the video of this first stream and kind of see how that looks. Why is the stream still showing as offline? I wonder if I have to update this. Sorry, I should have checked this before. Just having to update my chatbot because it's showing that my stream is offline and all that junk. While that's doing that, load this up. So like I said, I actually ended up working for the people that made this game. They now develop iRacing, which is an online racing simulation service. And I no longer work for them. I worked for them for 5 years before I joined ISI and then Studio 397, who develop R Factor 2. Is the stream going to show us online now? Maybe not. Okay, whatever. I'll have to go without a chat bot. I don't know if I can even see my chat though, can I? That's annoying. Alright. Okay. Okay, so no chat bot, but I can actually see my my chat now. Alright, all done. Okay, so like I said, cheap pair of karting gloves. I think they were... I bought them like, you know, kind of barely used off eBay. And it really stops everything from kind of grinding up with skin flakes and all that crap. Okay, so single race, because I want to have all the cars on there to help me pace. So all I've done is just basically check that things are working. And surprisingly, the sim is, you know, pretty easy to get installed. I think the Grand Prix Legends community have done... Oh, that's not good. It crashed. The Grand Prix Legends community have done a pretty damn good job of making this sim work with modern PCs and I mean, we can try the Nurburgring. That comes out for R-Factor 2 soon, so I kind of need to know which way the turns are going to go anyway. It's been a while since I've driven the Nurburgring. Alright. Okay. So we have 3 laps worth of fuel. If you don't know, the Nurburgring is a very, very, very long track. Okay. I guess my controller options went away. Fantastic. What have I not done? What I've not done, turned on my wheel. Alright. Try that again. Try to center it as much as I can. About there. Getting nothing from my pedals. This is going well. I was actually saying that it's been really, really easy to set this up, and it has. I'm not sure actually why it's not working now. Alright, let's just head out. Now that the wheel is plugged in, I'm going to unplug it and replug it in. Alright, let's see what's happening now. Okay. Ta-da! Alright, So as you can see, if you're familiar with Grand Prix Legends, there's a lot of information on the screen right now that never was originally. I found a really good installer, and on YouTube I'll probably link that in the info so that you can see it. But okay. Doing a lot of locking up right now with the front wheels. It's funny, you know, like I can't have done more than like a lap or two of this track in 10 years. And I actually remember which way it goes. Pretty good. My husky is totally fascinated by my steering wheel. Go lay down. Still not used to the brakes yet. I might even have to move the brake bias a little bit. I have it set where I used to have it set. I think we're coming up on the section right here where Nicky Lauda had his big accident. Faster car behind. Coming up on the carousel. Whoops. The car scraped the ground a little bit there. Whoops, 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 whoops. Okay, how's the car feel? Yeah, that's not good. Okay, that's something that used to be in racing games. Hold down shift, press R, and you get a new race car. Hi, Devon. I used to really like this track. What I would like to do is get to under 8 minutes and 10 seconds. Oh, 5 gears. That's all it's got. 5 gears. I think I have to brake here. Yep. I keep missing my shifts a little bit. Whoops. Jones, go lay down, bud. Good boy. Oops. The rough part of this track sometimes is that you can see really far ahead when you've screwed up. Oh my god. Alright. Yeah, I think it helps as far as knowing which way the turns go, but accuracy is pretty limited. Making a lot of errors this lap that I didn't the last lap. Using a paddle shifter, obviously, because steering's bent. I am pretty amazed by how much I actually remember. And of course, right after I say that, I completely forget the next turn. I used to enjoy the challenge a lot. A lot of blind turns. There we go. I think it's probably easier to go from this to a more realistic one. Than to go from a realistic one to this. That was close. Can't even hear my own engine. Lost a wheel. Whoops. That's right. Yep. Well, like I think if I had my way in this universe, you'd probably see a remake of this game this season. Like, you know how most people say, you know, if they won the lottery, they would go kind of live on an island somewhere. Mine is that I would buy an existing racing sim studio and make GPL 2. Basically just for me, pretty much. It's one of those tracks that the more you push, the slower you actually seem to go. Like, and these little mistakes start creeping in. Probably need to relax a little bit more, like I was on the outlap. My dog is like really sensitive to my heart rate and stuff, and he's like pacing around my office. I managed to remember this time that it only has 5 gears. Okay, here we go. Let's try for a good lap here. Go lay down. Okay, not a good start to the lap. "10 minutes, 32 seconds. The only car I ever got into the 7 minutes with was the Honda, or the Murasama. Which is what I used to drive most of the time. The main reason I enjoyed that car is because I discovered that it could go fast before most other people did. So at that point people were still avoiding like the BRM and the Honda because it was that much slower. Or they thought it was that much slower. So I used to enjoy kind of annoying people by going faster in what they perceived to be a slower car. Starting to get used to the braking. I have the bias really far forward, and I think I did that because, or on this circuit, because it's always just so much safer to lose the front end here than the rear. Yep. Yeah, Racing Legends, it's become kind of one of those jokes with people that were around at the time. It's a shame. It's fun trying to remember the little kind of nuances and where I used to breathe the throttle. I'm not sure if you would call it muscle memory or what. Wow. Almost made it around the carousel. Jones, go lay down. That shows you how little sim racing I normally actually get to do, because my dog is so not used to steering wheel pedals. Me sitting here sweating. We do a lot of winter walks together. Walk on a lot of loose snow and ice and stuff, and he's a really good lead dog. Like, he is pretty good at kind of sensing when I need him to do as he's told, so we don't both get in trouble. Like that little shortcut across the grass there, like, I think I've done that every single lap I've done, and that's something that I remember doing. The fact I remember to do that is weird. Hopefully I knocked off a good chunk of time here. I am sweating. Didn't think I was going to make that turn. I'm still missing my shifts a lot. Still not sure of this turn. Damn it. That was going so well. I think the steering's okay. Whoops. Damn it. way slower there. I thought that last turn was this turn. This lap better be under 9 minutes. Damn. Damn. Still better be under 9 minutes. Jones, go lay down, bud. Maybe the steering isn't okay. Oh, 2 seconds off. Screwed up there. Big time. Okay, down to 9 minutes. What was suicidal, Devon? Which bit? All of it, right? Yeah. Okay. Like, I'm pretty pleased to have got down to 9 minutes at this point with that. Um, yeah, like, look at the progression there. 10 minutes 30, 9 minutes 40, 9 minutes. Okay. Let's try a different track. I'm sweating. That's always good for a quick blast. I don't know if I've tried this one yet. No. Okay. Have a look. I downloaded like a pack of setups, and some of mine are actually in it. Oh, damn it. I want either... Always did well with Wolfgang Wogers, if he's in here. Oh, that's me. God. Okay, well, I'm just doing practice anyway, so that's good. We have 5 laps, that's good. And... yeah. It's, I mean, if you think about what these cars were doing though, I mean, they're sat inside the fuel tank going like 300 kph, 200 miles an hour. Just insane. I saw a really nice video actually the other day where it was on Colin Chapman. It was called Millionaire. Someone on Facebook shared it, and it showed when they were first installing wings and things like that. Because I'd always heard that that a lot of people kind of said that he didn't care about, like, you know, the drivers, and didn't care about the development and stuff, and if wings failed, and, you know, that he should have thought about it and stuff like that. And in this video there was footage that I'd never seen before where he was installing the wing on the rear of Graham Hill's car. I think they were at the Nurburgring, and he basically put the wing on, and then they were talking to his other driver that had just had a wing failure, and the driver gave him an idea that it had basically failed in a certain way, and then he immediately went and told Bruce McLaren, who had mounted his wing in a similar way, what he thought the problem was, and then he called Graham Hill back in to stop him running with it like that. So, you know, that was the first time that I'd ever heard that. I'd always heard that, you know, that he didn't care that he was having these failures. You know, it was part of racing, but he actually did. It was shown right there. So anyway, I think I saw that yesterday. Okay, let's see how well I remember Spa. Spa was, for me, I think the fastest lap I ever did was 3:16. Maybe 3:16, and I could get down to that speed in most cars. I never really drove the Lotus or the Eagle, which were the faster cars. 5 gears. Keep forgetting. Five gears. Go lay down. Thanks. It's really easy to remember the layout. But it's going to be knocking down those, like that last kind of 10 seconds. I used to do fourth here. No, I didn't. I used to do third, then fourth. I feel like I totally messed that up. Okay. Yeah, Eau Rouge in Grand Prix Legends is based after the modern one. Damn. So what did I say? Third? I still think that's right. I think I did third and fourth. I feel like I should be way faster out of there. So I think I'm screwing up the entry. But I don't remember what line or anything to take yet. Jim Clark's down to 322. It's tough to remember when to breathe the throttle around there. Damn. Quite thankful that this sim doesn't have flat spots. Okay, third. Fourth. Nope. Can't get that right. Try staying over to the right here. My dog is like staring at me. This is how they should train real racing drivers, to concentrate. I wonder if I should be in third there. I have a train of cars behind me. That was okay. That wasn't. Oops. Come on. What are you doing? I have really fond memories of this AI. Well, I think that's mostly what it is fond memories. I'm gonna let my dog out because he needs out. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sweating profusely. Okay. Where are we? Where are my lap times? I'm down to 3:29, really? Like, I remember being under 3:30 was kind of realistic pace, but that's because this spa is so different. I think the real spa they had to drive insane, whereas I think it's easier to get that down to kind of 3:28 or so. I think it's me that needs to adjust more than the setup. Wow. It's a really understeery setup, and I think it's because I always used to be in a lower gear to keep the revs high. Screwed this a little bit. Yep. Yeah, because it turns really well if I gotta go to the lower gear. Screwed this up. Wow. Maybe that was okay. Oh, wow. It's kind of funny how, as I run laps here, parts of the track that weren't a problem have become one. Damn. Still, I haven't hit those houses yet. This does really make me appreciate the spa in our Factor 2, because there are a lot of inaccuracies with this one. But still, for 1998, made by an American studio. Wow, why am I screwing up this turn every time? The steering might actually be damaged. Damn. I haven't hit that house yet either. It's always a plus. I remember braking so deep for those last two turns. I think I used to use the dirt to turn a lot as well. Whoops, 5 gears. Did I really just do the same lap time? It still amazes me how much sim racing makes you sweat. Okay, that was better. I was too late shifting into 5th, though. Should have been in 3rd there. And probably should have stayed in 4th there, but I can't figure out. It's so weird coming back to something like this. You have this weird half memory of what you used to be able to do. A little bit late on the throttle there. Okay. My center speed through the Master Kink probably wasn't that great, but my exit was okay. Oh my god. Damn. That felt like a decent, well, an okay lap. Until that point. Accidentally did a flat shift there, which blows engines. Actually catching cars now. I keep having to remind myself that there's only 5 gears. Still. Wow. See, they're carrying way more speed through there than I am. 5 gears. Keep switching to neutral. Get out of the way. Five gears. Probably one more lap after this one, and then I'll have to end the stream, so let's see what we can do. Still don't really feel comfortable in most of the turns here. It's ridiculous how fast he came up there. It's also ridiculous that I can't keep it on the road. Damn. Alright. Okay, I'm gonna call it. But I had enormous fun. I think... See, I was fairly consistently crap there. Look at all those 329s. So, what do I think? I mean, I really like the fact that I got down... I got into the 8 minutes, right? At, I hope it saves them if you quit a session. Yes, okay. Alright, so today I got down to... This was me testing it last night, making sure everything worked, which at the beginning of the stream it didn't, of course. I had to unplug and replug the wheel. But I got down to 326s at Spa, which is, in this car, probably about 6 or 7 seconds off what I ever got. But I got down to 316s in various other cars. So I'm about 10 seconds off what I would hope to be, I think. The Nurburgring I got down to 9 minutes too, which I kind of wanted to get into the 8 minutes today. And eventually I'd kind of like to get down under 8 minutes 10, which used to be kind of fairly consistently my lap time. I only got into the 7 minutes once. And that was around the time that I quit playing the game, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Cool stuff. Anyway, thank you those of you that have been watching. Nice amount of viewers, which is cool. I'll do some more racing sims in the future. I kind of want to do a lot of retro ones, even Indy 500, you know, like all the way back, and kind of show those, and hopefully put kind of edit together videos of them for like my YouTube, talking about what advances each game actually made to the genre. Because I think I think there's kind of, you know, hi Roland. Yes, I'm just finishing. Um, I think there's a lot of people that are coming into sim racing now that have no idea of the history, and which titles brought which feature, um, and you know why we look back fondly on games like this, as opposed to some of the modern ones, which kind of seem more throwaway. Like if you have something that that comes along each year, you know, if you can afford F1 2018 and you're still playing F1 2017, for example, you know, and it's not necessarily um, a bad thing that obviously they have licensing every year. They're simulating the season, but games like this are kind of legendary, you know. Excuse the pun, but you know, it was just one of those games that really um, special. You know, that's kind of the only way to describe it. Yes, Roland, I still use Discord. I actually have my own Discord now that's linked below if you want to catch me there. But you can find me still in the R Factor 2 channel under 88 mile per hour Tim, same as this Twitch channel name. Because if you're looking for TW, that's not there anymore. I changed my handle. But yeah, so click follow, all that good stuff. And if you're watching this on YouTube on the video on demand, I have to upload this 24 hours later, after Twitch. So feel free to leave a comment. Thanks. Bye bye.